Hello, Archons. Brobner89 back with another groundbreaking discovery for you. This one upside down because it was upside down in the display. So far, it seems like if you get a display with a bunch of decks that are upside down, they are bad decks. For the most part, there's a lot of decks that have not quite lived up to the standard that I would like, but onward and upward, how bad could this one be? This is the Steward of Omnivorous Pets. I mean, you gotta love that. You gotta love that name. It's a great name, and you know, who doesn't like pets? I love it. All right, we got Logo, Saurian, and Untamed. Let us see what is inside. I will say that the decks in this particular box have mostly been good about their quick release, easy open tabs. So at least there's that. At least they're easy to open decks that are not easy to play. All right, starting off with Academy Training. If you control this creature, it belongs to House Logos. Instead of its original house, you get to reap and draw a card. I love that. Excellent card. Anomaly Exploiter, destroy a damaged creature. Bouncing Deathquark, great. Destroy an enemy creature and a friendly creature, and you get to repeat that effect as long as you still have creatures in play if you like. Really good removal. Brain Eater. What is this, Worlds Collide? Aren't these all in Worlds Collide? I think they are. Brain Eater. Maybe even Coda, actually. Is this one in Coda too? I'm not sure. Brain Eater, 6 power. After an enemy creature is destroyed, fighting Brain Eater, draw a card. Here we go. Builds Warden, 2 power, play Reap. If the tide is high, your opponent raises the tide. Otherwise, you raise the tide. Very unusual card. Edai, 4x4, play Archive a card. Your opponent's keys cost +1 for each card in your archives. Excellent card. Final Analysis, destroy each enemy creature. A player draws a card for each creature they control that was destroyed this way. Really strange one. Hydrocoagulator, item, after a player raises the tide, they archive the top part of their deck. Goes really well with Edai. Infomorph, 4 power, 2 enhancements on it for draw. And really strong with the Bouncing Deathquark or Final Analysis. Those are both, you don't care if that thing dies. Information Exchange, play steal 1 if your opponent stole from you on the previous turn, steal 2. Phase Shift, play a non-logos card. Excellent. A second Phase Shift, that's really great. Such wonderful efficiency. On to Dinos. Skyla, 7 power. Each enemy creature gains Reap, deal 4 damage to this creature. Whoops. Charybdis is the pair with this one. I don't know how to read these words. They've been around for a long time, and I still don't have a way to pronounce them. Each enemy creature gains before fight, lose 1. So neat little combo there. Basically, must address the Cyclia most of the time, and Charybdis is a must address for some decks. Inklo Formation, choose 1. For the remainder of the turn, a friendly creature gains Skirmish. Exalt a friendly creature. For the remainder of the turn, each friendly creature gains Skirmish. We'll see if that makes any sense here. Alstrus Rostrum, move 1 amber from a creature to another. So that's a really nice artifact to have in most Dino decks. We'll see how it plays out here. Sensor Philo, 5 power. Sensor Philo cannot be dealt damage by creatures with amber on them. Goes well with the Rostrum, right? Because you put the amber onto the creature that you want to fight, and then Philo kills it. Second Philo, okay. Decadence, choose 1, exalt ready, and use a friendly creature, or move 1 amber from a creature to another creature. Faust the Great, your opponent's keys cost +1 for each friendly creature with amber on it. You may exalt a friendly creature when you play it. Nice, I like that card. 2 of them, even better. Happy to see that. Ostracize, lose 1 if you do purge a creature. Reach Advantage, got an Amber Pip. Play if the tide is high, a friendly creature captures 3, otherwise raise the tide. And that Undagnathus is the last one in here, 12 power. While the tide is low, Undagnathus deals no damage when fighting. I want to take a look at how many ways we have to put Amber onto creatures. So the 2 Fausts can exalt. Reach Advantage captures. Also, Decadence can put Amber onto a creature. This can put Amber onto a creature. But overall, not a ton of ways to actually get Amber out onto your creatures on the board. So the Fausts are maybe not going to be as effective as I would like. Yeah, and there's nothing in Logos that does it, so we'll see. I don't think there's anything in Untamed that like captures or exalts or anything, so we'll see what we've got. This is an interesting one. Word of Returning, Amber Pip on it. Deal 1 damage to each enemy creature for each Amber on it. Move each Amber from those creatures to your pool. Really strong card that's been around since Coda. I didn't know it was in this deck. It's not a Maverick, but yeah, really cool. Really cool card. Beach Day. Got an Amber Pip. Return a creature to its owner's hand if the tide is high. Gain 1. Very nice card. Oops. Growth Surge. Give a flank creature 3+1 power counters. Give its neighbor 2+1 power counters. Give its the creature's other neighbor a +1 power counter. Hopefully we've got some way to take advantage of all those power counters in here. Old Patty, very fun card. 5 power. Reap, discard the bottom card of your deck, or the bottom 3 cards instead if the tide is high. Play each creature discarded this way 1 at a time. Really fun. Ooh, this is cool. Deepwater Gruin, 5 power with 2 Ember Pips, and this one getting the draw card enhancement. Play Reap if the tide is high, your opponent gains 1. If the tide is low, your opponent gains 1. Together with Beach Day, that's some serious burst right there. And you get to draw a card twice. That's pretty cool. Key Frog. All right. That's very good to see here. 2 power, destroyed, forge a key at current cost. Very happy to see that with the burst that's coming out of Untamed so far. Let's hope we see more burst. Yeah, like massive burst potential here just in these first few cards. Let's hope we see more bursts and a way to destroy Key Frog on this turn. Mollymawk, destroy an artifact. Always good to see that hard R in any deck. Persistence Hunting. Choose a house. Exhaust each enemy creature of the chosen house. Excuse me. Fittest. Give each friendly creature a +1 power counter. Okay. A second Fittest. Witch of the Dawn, return a creature from your discard pile to your hand. Very strong. Ooh, you could use that to play that Fuzzy Gruin again 3 times. Youngest Bear, you may reap with one of Youngest Bear's neighbors. Okay, so no way in-house to destroy that Key Frog. You can give it power counters to make it harder to kill until the right moment there. So that's cool. Yeah, there's no way to destroy the Key Frog on your turn, though. So that's a little unfortunate. But we do have a way to kill it in Logos, and I mean, kind of there's a way to kill it in Saurian with Decadence. You could use it to fight. Yeah, so interesting. Let's see the Amber Pips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Count this as 1, 11, 12. Okay, so not a huge amount, but a lot of them concentrated in Untamed. So potentially you could kill your Key Frog on your second Untamed turn in a row if you go back into it and the Key Frog's ready. Yeah, let's look at the creature count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 creatures, a decent number. You are going to need to reap a pretty good bit because of the relatively low pip count in here. I do like having the hard R. Let's look at Amber Control, because that's going to be, with how much we need to reap, we're going to need to keep our opponent's Amber under control for long enough. This card has a lot of potential in the right matchup. It can be really powerful. I'm really happy to see that card. Okay, so 1 Amber Control card, 2, 3, 4, 5 Amber Control cards, but nothing really big. Capture 3 is the most. There's no Submersive Principle or anything that's going to delete large amounts of Amber. So a bit concerning on the Amber Control side. Keyforge does make this deck interesting. I wish there was a way to remove it on the same turn. I wish there was a waste not in here with all the Amber Pip or the power enhancing the +1 power counter cards we have. Final Analysis is interesting here. Yeah, I mean, there's no like Data Forge or anything that's going to be able to really exploit it, but yeah, let's look at the creature control. Persistence Hunting slows things down, but doesn't remove them. This could remove certain cards, but we're certainly not going to count it as a board wipe. Ostracize is spot removal. This gives you a little bit of fighting. So there's like, this is the best bet, right? Bouncing Death Quirk. This is, I don't know, maybe. So we're looking at like about 6 to 7 cards that do some sort of board control. Bouncing Death Quirk being the best among them. The other ones are kind of just like spot removal and stuff, or slowing things down. So it's okay. It's going to struggle a bit with board control and definitely with Amber Control. You are going to need to key cheat out. Efficiency is decent, that you might be able to get through fast enough, get through your deck fast enough to win it out there. I was just realizing the 2 phase shifts, you can actually play your Keyforge and destroy it on the same turn with Logos by either using Final Analysis or Bouncing Death Quirk. So you phase shift in your Keyforge and then are able to destroy it there. But again, we're kind of lacking the required burst in Logos to make that happen. So it's possible, but probably fairly unlikely that it'll work. Interesting deck. Definitely looks fun. Doesn't look like the super strongest deck ever. Of course, Amber Control. Oh, somehow I didn't count Faust in Amber Control. How did I miss that? So that definitely helps some, but again, there's not a ton of ways to put Amber onto your creatures. So, and then you have incentive to move it off your creatures, and you have stuff like the rostrum that can do it. So, some amount of Amber Control in here, but not a huge amount. Definitely looks like a fun deck. I want to try it out. I always like this combo of creatures here. They're fun. They're not the super strongest, but they do act as disruption, make your opponent kind of have to deal with them and not do what they want to do. All right, an interesting looking deck here on Cull the Weak. I've been Brobnar89, and I will catch you in the next one.